Unfortunately, all good things must come to an end and you got to leave your campsite. After you've picked up all your equipment, your water hoses, your electrical cord, it's time to raise your jacks. Just got a simple thing, handle that you twist, pick up the pad stack together and go together with a Velcro clip. And then they go in the storage compartment over here on the other side of the trailer, which is actually a pretty good size. We're keeping all the blocks in this front compartment, including the leveler, a torpedo level, and you should still have room to put your camp chairs. Okay, Robin's the master of getting me lined up to hook us up to the hitch. She's directing me back here, got me right underneath the ball. We found out it's usually a little bit better to be just a little bit in front. There's a little catch behind in the back of it that if you go too far back, you can't get the hitch on the ball. And there she goes, slipped right down on there. You need to keep jacking until you get the pad up off the ground. Normally we have a block of wood underneath there, but we didn't have one with us this trip because this was our first trip in this camper. So she's got it all the way up. Now she's going to squeeze that little handle that's underneath, fold it back, and there we go. And now she's going to put the hitch pin in there. A little hole, that's
what she said.
Baby, family audience. Okay, so she's got that hooked up. Normally we have a hitch pin lock on there. We don't have one for this trailer yet, but it will eventually go on there. So now you hook up the power. Get everything untangled. And on the bottom of the 7-way plug, there's a little catch, and you want to slide it all the way in. The little catch goes on the bottom, and the door that opened up has a little lip on it that holds that plug in while you're driving. In this case, you know, it's probably a good idea to loop the electric cord over the jack so it won't fold out to
like that.
Let's go down like this and over like that. Okay, so now we want to crisscross the chains. And in my truck, I have some carabiners that make it a little bit easier to hook. And we actually have pretty good height on these. If you're dragging a little bit, it's okay to twist them a little bit. And then you want to hook up the brake cable. And this one's a little long, so what we're going to do is slide the carabiner through the other carabiner that's down there and then hook back to the cable itself. So Robin's just going to slide it through and come back and hook it on around the cable.
Up here?
No, right there where your hand is. Right there. And because otherwise it's a little long and it'll drag. So now what we want to do is a little walk around the camper. We want to make sure the gas is turned off on the propane tank. Although, wait, in this particular case, our refrigerator is running on the gas and we have stuff in the refrigerator, so we're going to leave it on this time. If you're don't have anything in the refrigerator, turn the gas off. So Robin's demonstrating. Now we're going to go through, check and make sure everything's locked up. So here's the storage area. Yeah, it's just the handle turning. The cable's closed up, the water's closed up, the electrical's closed up, the freshwater tank fill is closed. Back storage area is locked up. side storage area is, and I don't think the doors are, because Robin was cleaning while I was doing the other stuff. Digging the keys. Dropping the keys.
You don't want to lock it yet.
Yeah, and we are going to unlock it again in a bit to dump the sewer tanks. And final thing, pull the chocks now that we're hooked up to. I left the campsite. We're actually at the dump site now, but before we left the campsite, I forgot to check the lights. And there's an easy way to do that if you're by yourself. You can just push your four-way flashers and then also turn your lights off of auto, and you can go back and check your trailer, see how you're doing. So when you check your lights, you should see your side running lights are on. And they are. And then your tail lights should be flashing. When you turn on your four-way flashers, it flashes both your brake lights and your tail lights.